Hello everybody, this is JJ Roadhog, and I originally was not going to record this part of the episode. At first what I wanted to do, instead of what I'm going to do, which is head to the jungle and make a large area of mushroom biomes so we can try and get, what's the word? Truffle worm, like we did in our Wario Let's Play. Instead of doing that on camera, I was originally planning on not recording it and just going straight to start off with fishin. I don't know if doing this was the right idea, but I know it'll add more filler into this episode to bump it up to 20 minutes. So, sorry. What I'm gonna plan on doing is head there, set up the area, and then cut till we find the guy, because it's gonna be quite a while till we find him, most likely. Like I said, I wanted to beat fishin before I fought Golem. Though then again, I could fight Golem where and whenever I want, because we somehow managed to get the altar before we had the pick saw. Which is kinda interesting. It also means we'll only need to fight him once, because I only really wanted the pick saw so I could pick up the altar and move it. I never really used the pick saw for anything other than that anyway, so what I have, it mines everything I need to mine, so it's fine. Alright, where's an area I want to use? Actually, I haven't summoned my deadly spheres yet. Let's summon one, and we'll summon another. I think before we get to the point where I'm gonna want to, what's the word I'm thinking of? Damn it, can't remember. Before we get to the point where we want to start getting into the heavy late game, maybe even before we decide to fight Golem, I want to catch some vegetated lard fish, cause I can make some summoner potions with those fish. And now normally I don't ever make those kind of potions, cause they really don't have a use to me. I mean, it's just, you know, I usually don't use minions too often, but with our heavy use of all these minions, I'm just thinking this'll be the greatest idea ever. Let's do a big circle around here. Alright, that should be big enough. And then I guess we can carve this area into a much flatter landscape, so let's do that as well. Kinda just have a lot of flat strips of land along here. Come on. Yeah, this should probably end up working. It's a little grubby. Let's do that, drain out the water a little bit. Let's go back along again. Oh, hello, Mr. Toxic Slime. Alright, let's break this right here. And then we'll fly up here. Make some more strips. Guess along here, maybe? I'm seeing mushroom biome enemies spawn. I also hear that they make new noises. I want as many nice flat areas as possible, so it'll give the worm a better chance of spawning. Come on, my deadly spheres aren't really doing anything. Let's dig here, I guess. What is that? I have no idea. I guess we'll just have that pool there. Oh, moss hornet over here and over here. flatten this spot out. Alright, I'll do more of the work off camera. Wow, it reached up that far. That was a long reach, actually. Did not expect it to go that high. Anyway, I'll do more work off camera. Try and get a worm. See ya in a bit. Alright, so as you can see, I actually came back up because I had caught the worm. And I was waiting for it to become daytime, but I didn't want to wait next to my house in case this would happen. And it happened! 'Cause it always happens! So I actually have the buffs I was going to use for the boss in my inventory, but I'm going to use them now. Oh, I'm terrified. Summon another deadly sphere. I actually put my Your Salvation chest here. I'll leave these two buffs here. Yeah, I put that there in case things like this happen, so I could run here and grab buffs. Because it will probably save me. So I called the chest Your Salvation. Yeah, I found something out about the vamp knives. Apparently, the further they travel, the less damage they end up doing, so it's not a good idea to use these from great distance. The weird thing about my deadly spheres is that they look very similar to the enemy deadly spheres, so I sometimes think my own deadly spheres are enemies. I think I'm just gonna keep sticking with these vamp knives because they kill most enemies fairly easily. Okay, let's just try and kill enemies. Kill enemies, get heals. Nailhead is a difficult one to deal with. Kill a little piggy pig. Alright, killed the Nailhead. It's actually heavily useful to be using these buffs. Oh, I got a Toxic Flask. That's cool. I think, yeah, it seems like I've gotten a drop from every single enemy in this invasion except for vampires, reapers, the possessed, those hand things, Nailhead, and I mean technically we can count Mothra on here. And so I haven't gotten a lot of drops from a lot of things, but I've also gotten drops from a lot of things as well. And by a lot of things, I mean 3. So if Mothron always drops Broken Hero Sword, then this'll get us what we need. Oh, I am so glad I had potions for this invasion. Oh, sweet! She dropped the Eye of Cthulhu. It's a yo-yo, and it is better than our... It's actually the second best yo-yo in the game, which is awesome. We now have the second best yo-yo in the game. I'm currently using my yo-yo bag over my flesh knuckles. Let's try out the Eye of Cthulhu then. This is some good damage. Ruthless is minus knockback, so... Ruthless is actually the best modifier for minions, because he gives the most damage, and minions don't really ever do knockback, so it's fine. Yeah, minions don't benefit from anything except for damage, really. I'm actually gonna use the Piranha Gun a little bit, because we haven't used that. Okay, it's not really that good. Let's just use Vamp Knives some more. I think I'll be using Vamp Knives for Fishron. I actually don't want to fight Fishron during the night, however, so I think once this event's done, I'm going to wait till daytime and then run to fight Fishron. Yeah. With that Your Salvation chest, I made 10 of every single buff that I use for fights and put it in that chest, so I'll always have buffs here when I need them. However, I will run out of buffs before. I got a second godly one of those things. I know I will run out of buffs before I, what is it? Before this invasion ends. Like, I'm almost out of Iron Skin, Life Force, and Regen already. I didn't grab an Endurance Potion. Did I not grab an Endurance Potion? I must have not grabbed an Endurance Potion. I thought I did. I could have sworn I grabbed one of those. Let me check. Or do I not have them in this chest? No, I have them in this chest. I guess I didn't grab one. I thought I had 15 though, didn't I? Hold on, do I have an endurance buff? Maybe that runs out faster. Hold on. What's the time on this? If it's, yeah, it's 4 minutes. So yeah, it runs out faster. Never mind then. I did have it. It's just it's now gone. Okay, I'm gonna need to run around a bit. Oh, that Izor's dead now, so I don't need to run around as much. Let's try this out a bit. Ooh, poison clouds. It uses mana, I believe. Yeah, 30 mana. Yeah, it leaves behind a little cloud that does things. We got another Neptune shell. Wanting to get the broken hero sword. I have a feeling it was random coincidence and luck that we got the drop from broken hero swords off of the first and second Mothron we ever killed. Let's make sure that the eggs die. Oh, I'm low on health. Let's use a health potion. There's a vampire on me. Alright, she died and dropped nothing. Let's see, it's 10:43 a.m., so it's actually very early. My well-fed and Ichor buff should probably be the only things that actually last this entire event, so yeah, there's that. Hopefully Vamp Knives plus the extra regen, enabled regen, I guess, because regen isn't as good until you have a well-fed buff, as well as the Ichor and Summoners. Hopefully that'll hold me out through the entirety of this event. I still have a lot of time to get the final drop I need of Broken Hero Sword. Yeah, I don't have my third in here. Wow, that guy's moving fast. He's hauling. There's a Dr. Fly, man. Nailhead's the strongest of these guys. I actually need to stay close to get more health, but I want to keep distance so I don't get hit by nails. Let's try and heal off this vampire. I'm actually at full health in the moment. Let's rain down on this nailhead. Alright, back to full health. The real difficult enemies on this event are the ranged ones and the very, very fast ones. And by that I mean Nailhead, Izor, and Mothron. Everything else is easy enough to deal with, though notable enemies that are also a little difficult because of their speed and resilience is the Deadly Spheres and the Vampires. Oh, there's a little piggy pig. Piggy pig. Piggy pig. There's a vampire. Talking about you earlier. Oh, sweet. Unpleasant Deathsicle. Let's use this in place of a weapon we aren't using. Let's just stick that there, actually. No, I want to stick it higher from my inventory, so let's just do this. Probably the next item that I get and I'll be using as a weapon, I'll probably... Oh, this sounds awesome. Yeah, probably the next weapon that I get that I'll end up using will go in my... in place of... either the Ichor... this thing, the Golden Shower, or the Magical Harp. Though at the moment, there is no weapon I'll probably be wanting to get that I'll put into my inventory. Though, I mean, when I get it, Flairon will go into one of those slots. Probably drop the Golden Shower, actually, because I'm making flasks of Ichor, primarily, and I have, like, 5,000 plus, stuff. You know, 5,000 plus Ichor, it's kind of fine. You know, I just realized something. We've only had 2 Mothras spawn this entire wave, or this entire event. Whereas last time, any, like, breathing moment we had was invaded by Mothron. Maybe Mothron's afraid of us, because we've actually been beating her this time instead of dying to her over and over again. Ah, there you are. Took my challenge, huh? Yeah, that's right. You heard me. I know you heard me. My 50th creature from the deep. Yeah, I know Mothron heard me. She's like, oh, you talking crap? Talking crap to me? Well, I'm just gonna lay my eggs. Then you won't like my babies. Yeah, let's kill your babies. How's that? How them apples? I got another Eye Cthulhu. This one's Zealous, and Zealous just gives crit strike if my memory serves. Let me check it. Yeah, just crit strike chance. So the Ruthless one I have is good. Oh, I got hit by a flask or something. Two Neptune shells. I don't actually know if the Possessed drop anything. I'll be pretty upset if I get not a single Broken Hero Sword from this event. Let's focus down Mothron and her eggs. The sound she makes is interesting, to say the least. Alright, she's dead. No Broken Hero Sword, however. That was the laser of an Izor. Another Mothron. Which means the possibility of another Broken Hero Sword. If we're to make any conclusions, because we've killed 4 Mothrons, we're going to have to say that the drop chance is 50%. But that's our only conclusion. We can't make that conclusion. Because we've only killed 4 Mothrons. That's another Eye Cthulhu. This one's weak, though. I think, what is it now? Every single Mothron we've killed in this event has dropped an Eye Cthulhu. Is it maybe one, I think? Yeah, just one. Only one hasn't. It's 4:50. It's 5 o'clock. So, 2.5 minutes, and this event is over. I really do want to get a Broken Hero Sword before this event ends. Let's hope we do. Let's hope we can clutch it last minute. Or at least more new loot. We've gotten, so far, one thing that's new to this game, to this update, and one thing that we've gotten before that we know is good. Well, I mean, technically we've also gotten a second Butcher's Axe, but we've collected that already. I want to get new stuff. Oh, wait, no, we got the flask, right? I was forgetting about the flask. Because I won't use it, ever. Though I'll still keep it. Here, got a Swamp Thing banner. Alright. Piggy Pig. Piggy Pig. Oh, we got Armored Moonstone. Another Death Sickle. Let's pick it up. It's quick over our unpleasant. I'll stick with what I got. Right, the event's nearing its close. I don't want it to near its close, because that means it's gonna be done. Alright, let's just focus down this nailhead. If we stand like right next to it, we can basically heal the full before it fires another set of nails. Or, you know, close to it. If nothing else, we'll have a lot of money after this event's over. Pick pig. Piggy pig. Oh, Izor. Maybe we can get an ice spring. Okay, he did. Deadly sphere. And that's the event. Alright. Let's run around, see if there's anything left on the ground to pick up. There's some monies here. Let's pick this back up. We got quite a bit of loot, but we didn't get a broken hero sword like we wanted. Oh, too bad, so sad. Well, I think I'll sell things, and in the next episode, I'm going to fight Fishron. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye!